Before the new power hammer, when there used to be a wall across this opening, I had plenty of room to hang tools on. And while I still have a wall back there, they're not as convenient to the new hammer as I would like them to be. So I'm going to make a few little hooks today just to hang some tools on, a little bit easier to get to, and hopefully this will make life more convenient here at the new power hammer. Sometimes it is a lot of fun to really stretch your limits and challenge your creativity, but other days you just need to get the job done, and simple but useful is the name of the game, and that's the case for today. These little hooks take almost no time to make. This will be a quick video, but perhaps it'll give you an idea of a way you can store some of the tools in your shop. Out here in the world of scrap and weeds, I have this bucket with these bolts in them. These were cable spool bolts. You know, those big wooden spools that electrical cable comes on. And I've got a whole bunch of these somebody gave me, so whatever size material that this is, that's what we're going to use today. So this material is about 5/16 in diameter and a little over 5 inches long. I just cut them randomly. I did not measure them when I cut them. I just said, that looks like enough. It really doesn't matter. You can do this out of anything you have on hand. And that makes this about 9 millimeters by 135 millimeters long. Again, those measurements are largely irrelevant. And this is the hook we're going to make. Just a simple square taper on one end, a little hook on the other end, put some wax on it so it doesn't rust if you want to, doesn't really matter, and you're done. This is just a square taper. It doesn't even need to be a real sharp point. And then straighten it up and even it out on the face of the anvil. This is the part that goes into the wall or the post, so it really doesn't matter. Of course, if you don't have big posts, don't make them so long. And of course, you can just draw them out on the face of the anvil if you don't have an anvil with a horn. Work near the edge. You can actually see that heating up if you hammer fast enough. In some ways, I think it's, for this small material, this is way easier than going to the horn. That's about it. So the next thing we need to do is simply bend the end over, and I think we'll do that in the vise. Just stick out however much you want for the hook so your tools don't slide off. That makes her a nice clean bend. Then you just clean that hook up at the anvil if you need to. These look pretty good. The hook is just there to keep the tools from sliding off the spike. That's really all there is to it. As those cool, I'll put some wax on them. Looks about like that. Finished hook here is about 5.5 inches long, so it's close to the starting size after you take the bend out. And I just drill a slightly undersized hole, about half the length that I want to drive the pin into. And then you can drive it in the hole. Easier if you hadn't already hung tools on all the other pins. I try to drive them all in so they stick out about the same length. And then these have enough space on them. I can hang probably about 3 of these rod-handled tools on there, although I probably don't want to hang that many because they start to get in the way after a while. Now that is about as simple a project as we've ever done here on the channel, but it is still a good functional project. I put 6 of those hooks up that'll hang at least a dozen tools on that one post next to the hammer, where I'll be able to get to them quickly and efficiently while I'm working under the hammer. And these are all tools that are used under flat dies. You hold the work in one hand and you hold the tool in the other hand, and you can work it, and it substitutes for a hand-swung hammer or set tools at the anvil. And we'll not only cover how you use some of these tools in future videos, but we will also cover the making of some of the more basic ones, like a simple flatter, which gets used quite often under the power hammer. As always, I hope you found that enjoyable and can give it a thumbs up. Love it if you hit that subscribe button. Stick around, watch a few of the other videos, share the videos with your friends. But make time in your day to get out to your shop and make something. But stay safe, wear your safety glasses, and we'll see you for the next one.